Hello, Mario! In this video I'm going to have a bit of a look at putting the furniture in, or drawing in some of the furniture on our plan. Now, as you can see from our plan here, the plan gives no idea as to the dimension of the furniture and what have you. So what I'm going to do is use a bit of common sense and sort of scale it up a bit from what we did previously. So let's just go to full screen here, and what I'll do here is I'll just turn on my plan underneath, which is like so, and it sort of roughly lines up with what I've got there. And I'm just going to zoom into here now and just measure up our bed using the little measure tool. So here's the measure tool here. Let's just put a line approximately across there, and you can see down here that you're getting a distance of 932. I might just check that because I'm not too sure that I clicked on the right spot. I might have clicked on something else. Yes, you can see I'm clicking over there. So I'll just go escape and go to the F3 there and turn off the snaps. And now let's have a bit of a measure without snaps. Oops, no, I'm still snapping. There's F3 there, so there's the object snap off now. So there's our bed there. It's just going from that line there across to approximately there, near enough. And you can see that we've got a distance there of 896. So I'm going to say that that's a 900 width for the bed. I'm going to remeasure again, remeasure distance here, and I get approximately a distance there of 1865. I'm going to go for 2 meters. I like a nice big bed. So let's turn that under stuff in there, and let's get cracking with the bed. So right, so to draw a bed, I'm going to go here to my rectangle tool, just put a click in there, go to D for dimensions, and I'm going to go 900 width and 2000 length, and there's my bed right there. Now I notice that it's got a fillet on the edge. I'm going to go with 100mm fillet, so fillet there, and I'm going to first of all just go for radius, and I'm going to go for 100 radius. It's already in there, 100, and then I'm going to go for a polyline because I know that that's a polyline. So P for polyline. Nope. I'll just go P. Oops, P, enter, and it's asking me to select a polyline, and boom, boom. There's my bed. Move. I need a little bit of a bed head now. So let's just draw a line here. That's going to be. I'll turn on the ortho mode so that we're drawing in straight lines, and we'll just make that 900. Okay. That should be. It doesn't. Well, I'm just going to check that in my properties here. Yep, that's 900. I'm just going to offset that by 50 mils. No, I'm not. I'm going to offset that by 30 mils for my bed head. So that's my bed head there, like that. So that's what my bed head's going to look like. And then I'll just join that up like so. Turn on my snaps by pushing F3 or clicking escape. Let's draw a line in here from there to there. Okay, and let's repeat that line again. To there. All right. I'm probably just going to put a little bit of a line in here midway. I don't know whether mid snap. Oh yeah, I might just put a little line up there, maybe 25 mils. That's just where my bed head's gonna snap on, so I'm just gonna move that there and that there, select that one there, move, and pop that there like that, and yep, delete that. Okay, and that's sort of my bed now, my single bed. So what I'm going to do now is just make that into a block. Yep, just make that into a block. So I'm just going to go insert, create block, and I'm just going to call that single bed. Single bed. Yep, pick point. I'll just make the pick point. I'll possibly just make it there, just make it easier. Select the objects, so I'll just select all my objects, like so. Now something that I haven't sorted out here is, and I might want to think very carefully about this, is what layer I'm in. So I might just, I've gone ahead a bit too far, I might just cancel that at this stage and just make sure that I get these in a nice good layer. So at the moment I've got all of this stuff here. If I look up in my properties, it's in the wall lines layer, which is probably you know, not the best layer. So you know, you've always got to keep this layer business in the forefront of your mind. So I think I'll create a new layer actually in here, which I'm going to call furniture. So new layer, yep, and we'll call it furniture. And that could be quite handy because we might not want to show the furniture all the time, so it would mean it would be pretty easy to, and we'll make that the current one. There we go. So I'll just close that down now, and we'll look up here and you can see that we've got furniture there as our main one, and then I'll just select all this here. Oops. Oh, what's happened here? Yeah, that's all selected there. That's all good. That's all good there. Let's just make sure everything's, and we're going to put that into the furniture layer, all of this stuff here, furniture. Cool. Alright, now that's already selected there, so now I can make my block. Insert, create block. I'd like to tell you that I made that mistake on purpose with the layering there, but that would not be true. So here we're going to go create block. Oh, what's happened here? Oops. Okay, so let's go create block, and I'm going to create a block. I'm starting again on that single bed. Okay, pick point. I'm just going to go with this point here as my pick point, and select objects, and I'm just going to select all of these objects here. That should be everything. Enter, and I'm going to convert it to a block, so they're all blocks. Okay, so when I click on this here, it should all come up like that, and it's called, gives a block reference, and we can just put that bed in, turn the ortho mode off, and I'll turn the snaps off, F3, and yeah, and just put my bed in that corner there, like that. As good a place as any. Okay, so that's got a nice little single bed in there, and we want to put another one in here, so I could either copy it or just go, let's just check I for insert, single bed, okay, and here we go. It's just going right up in here like this. Okay, alright, and we can just pop that there, and then I could, if I wanted to, just move it, just use the move command, just grab that little bit there, and I'm sort of reasonably happy with where that is, like so. So there's our two beds in that bedroom there. Okay, just from memory, we've got another bed in another two beds in over here. Okay, in bedroom 3, so we can go and put those in. Shouldn't be too difficult. So let's go enter. Yep, put our single bed in there. Okay, now we've got this one here. It's obviously we're going to have to rotate this one through. Perhaps if we put it 0. No, that's not good. We need it to 180. And there's our bed in there, and then we can move it into the corner of the room, as we've shown there, and it all stays together. There's other commands that we could use to keep this together and to do this sort of thing, but we'll put that in there like that. Oops, what happened there? Control Z. Okay, I'll just bring it back. Move. Okay, and then we can move. Oh no, we just want to copy this one, or yeah, well, seeing we've got it already rotated, CP enter copy, and grab it there, and just put it in there like that, round about, and there's, oops, that hasn't turned out what's got. Oh, I've got an extra one there, obviously got a bit click up, delete. So there's our two beds. Oops, that one there is a bit close to the door. Perhaps needs to just move it back a bit. We want to be able to close the door, obviously. I'll just turn the snaps off. F3, turn the snaps off, and we'll put that one maybe a little bit closer in there like that. Okay, just so that we don't get any conflicts with the doors. Still made it a little bit. It's possibly because I made my bed a little bit big. There is a solution to that. Very quickly I can make my bed a little bit smaller. Let's see. I can X or Y 0.98. Yep, there we go. I just made it a little bit smaller in that direction. And there you go, I've got a slightly smaller bed there. Nobody's ever going to notice that it's slightly smaller than that one. And you could actually make these ones here the same there. So this is a scaling. You can scale the bed in different directions. So that's just going to make that bed there slightly smaller. Just by way of a bit of a check here, if we just go to the home button, and we'll spin this out to full size. Just have a bit of a look in here. Is that all looking good? Yep. I'm just going to turn on the turn on the image layer underneath just to see how things are going. So yes, I've made my beds just slightly bigger, and that's given that little bit of issue there with the bed in bedroom 3. Alright, so just looking on now at other bits of furniture and things that you can draw. Obviously there's some little tricks and things there, and you just need to measure up and use circles and ovals and what have you in here. Perhaps I could just just do one more, like there's the toilet there, which is obviously a rectangle here. So let's see what we can do there. Perhaps time is marching on with this. I think you get the idea that you can create the furniture and create a block around them, which enables you to duplicate them, and you can rotate them and scale them and mirror them too if need be, to get them in there, so to get all the furniture in and drawn up. So I think I'm just going to leave it there. If it comes to pass that there are some specific problems with some of the furniture, I may well have to do some work on drawing those up for people and showing you how to do them. But in the meantime, I'm just going to leave it like that. The key things there are that you can turn on the image underneath and get some ideas of scale and how things fit in. You can make some basic assumptions of your own. Make sure things fit to reasonable sort of dimensions, nearest 50 mils or 10 mils minimum. And obviously in some of the areas in the laundry and that, there are some set sizes, and these are fairly easily available on the net. So it shouldn't be too hard to draw all of the furniture in. I chose the beds as the easiest ones, but there are others there that you can have a look at. So cheers, see you.